I've had so many questions about how I use mods in my career modes, whether it's how I change a team's shirts between seasons, or how I use managers that aren't in the game, how I can change stats and potentials for player career mode, and how I can edit the actual league tables. Well, today I'll be sharing some hopefully quite straightforward tutorials on how you can do all of these things for your next career mode. You can skip along the bottom of the video if you want to see a specific kind of modding, but if you don't, then let's start by creating some custom shirts. Okay, so to change a shirt, the first thing of course we're going to need to do is create one, and thankfully these geniuses have made a website called FIFAKitCreator.com. You get this 3D model of your shirt and you can change so much about it. I'm actually going to be trying to recreate this old athletic club shirt you can see right here, and to try and answer the title of this video, I've put a time code on the screen so you can see that we actually make this shirt in about 1 minute, and it's not too bad of an effort, I don't think. We got a couple of different greens, we've got some more traditional Bilbao colours. I decided to try out yellow, but we actually changed that in a minute, and there we go. In 1 minute 30, we have a kit that we're pretty happy to import. Just to make it look a little bit nicer, we'll change the logo colour and the sponsor colour to both be white, and also change Adidas to be white, but other than that, we're ready to actually add this into the game, which is probably the bit that you're the most interested in seeing. Okay, so with our kit fully finished now, we're going to head over to the bottom right of this panel. We're going to press download for FIFA, and that will download a .zip file. So this file contains all of the information that we've just made. It's got a bunch of image files in here, and now we need to open FIFA Editor tool. This tool can be used to edit so many different things, from localization files to change the name of your clubs. You can change basically any graphic in the game, from corner flags to the background images in the menus. There's so much you can do, but what we need to do is search Bilbao, because that's the name of the club we're looking at. We're going to go into character, and you can see we actually have two kit files. One of them is the women's team, and one of them is the men's team. And because we've edited the away kit, which is the one we've got on the right hand side here, we're going to right click on it, import kit creator kit, import the zip file we just downloaded, and if we go down here in the bottom left, you can see all the different files that we've imported. If we click on this one here, you'll see that our kit is in the game, so everything is working absolutely perfectly. I have to say, I really like the kit that we've made, but we've got one more step, and that is to try and import a .mod file into FIFA Mod Manager. This is so easy to do. Head over to the top left here, File, and then we're going to export to mod. So fill these in with the things you want. So we're going to call this Bilbao kit because that's what it is. I'm Geografifa, so that's the author. And then we're going to put in a category just because it does make it easier to find in the future. It's a fantasy kit because obviously this isn't really based on a real kit. And then if you're going to put this online, it's probably better to put an image in there so people know what is inside the file. Anyway, we're going to save that as something like Bilbao kit or Bilbao. And now all we have to do is import it into FIFA Mod Manager. So that's the tool that looks something like this. It's also a free download, just like FIFA Editor tool is. And all we have to do is go over to the import mods thing right here. We need to go onto home and find the .mod file we just created. All you have to do is press apply mods. Make sure it's on the right hand side right here. And as soon as you press launch, all of the mods on the right hand side column will be applied to the game. So this can take a while if you're not using an SSD, but I think most people watching this video probably are, and you should be able to load straight into FIFA. So we're just going to go into kickoff to make sure that the file has imported correctly. The only way to really check this is to have a look at it in game. So head over to Spain, we'll find athletic clubs, the first team, and if we just press this button, there we go, there is our kit inside FC25. That's how easy it is to create a decent looking kit using FIFA Kit Creator and the Mod Manager tools. You can see that is super easy to do, and it's a shame that people on console can't do the same thing. Anyway, let's do something else that I get requested a lot as well. I get so many comments saying, hey, how do we edit a player or a manager's face to be either someone who's not in the game or maybe someone from a mod file that we've already downloaded? Well, that's super easy to do as well. So here's how you do that. In Mod Manager right here, I've already got a face mod, but find one that you want to add to either your player or your manager. Inside the information for the mod, you should be able to find the ID of the manager or the player that you're trying to add. If you can't find one, then there is lists of players who are already in the game but aren't actually being used. So we're going to go into Manager Career. We're playing offline because we have FIFA Live Editor open, and of course we need FIFA Cheat Engine and the cheat table to do this. So we're going to go into play as a real manager because we just want to edit an existing manager's face. Let's pick one of these Indian guys that don't already have a face in game. If they have a face in game, then you're going to have to skip one step, but that's super easy. I'll show you exactly how to do that too. Okay, so we've opened Cheat Engine, we've gone to the manager table, and then you can see these 3 columns here. We're only really interested in has high quality head, head asset ID, and head class code. So what we're going to want to do is make sure the top one says 1. If they already have a real face, it will do. Same with this one here, make sure it says 0. And then we're just going to copy whatever ID of the player we want into this head asset ID column. So I've copied this mod file's Lionel Messi face over Carl's Kuderat, which is a manager. If we go into change outfit, you can see that we have in fact got Lionel Messi's head on this guy's body. It's a little bit weird to look at, but if we zoom in, very much is Lionel Messi. 90% of the time, if the manager already has a real face and you just want to use someone else's, so if you've downloaded like a Alex Ferguson mod and you want to put them over Ruben Amorim, all you'll have to do is change the head asset ID. If you want to change a player's face, it's exactly the same, except you're going into the player appearance table, not this one that I've opened here, go down to here, appearance, and you'll see the exact same 3 rows. You're changing the same thing, putting the head asset in the one that you want to replace, and making sure the other ones say 1 and 0. I don't think this could be any simpler. It's so easy, and all you have to do is download a mod, change an asset ID, and make sure the other 2 values are correct. Okay, so if there's one thing that a lot of people wish they could do, it was editing player stats to be exactly what they want. You can change every single stat in the game, you can change their age, you can change their potential, their overall rating, every single one of the attributes that you see on the side right here. And we're going to show you how to do it by editing Murillo. So again, open Live Editor, go into the Players tab on the top right, and of course, we're just going to search for Murillo. Now, I think this guy deserves a lot more potential than EA have given him. Only 84, he's got potential to be one of the best defenders in the league. It's super easy to do this, just look in this bottom section here, and we're going to increase it to 88. You can also change his overall without changing his stats by updating the modifier, and if you go on the Attributes tab, just on the left here, you can change every single stat, but we'll do that in a second. Let's go out of here, we've saved the changes, and Murillo will now have 88 potential. If we wanted to change one of his stats, let's change dribbling to 99, shall we? Exact same thing, just update the stat, save the page, and then when we go back into the game, we can refresh his stats by going into the development plans, and you'll see he now has 99 dribbling. It's so easy to do, and definitely worth doing if you've got a specific player that you think EA has got massively wrong. Okay, so for our last little mod tutorial, we're going to change the league table. Maybe you could use this for points deductions, or if you think you got a really unlucky loss or you're annoyed at how simulations have been working for you, you can change how many points your team's got, how many goals they've scored, and basically you can change anything that you can see on this page. In fact, our club is in currently 9th position and we're not very happy with that. So we're going to open Live Editor, we're going to go over to teams, and I've already searched Bilbao in this top bar right here. We're going to click on our name, and you can see on the right hand side we can change how many wins, losses and draws we've got home and away. The update that lets you do this actually only came out a few hours ago from when I made this video, so it was pretty good timing that I was already planning to do it. But I have to say this update is pretty good compared to how it used to work. I mean, you used to have to work out how many wins and losses your points total would equal and then type in the correct points total, whereas now it's all done automatically. You just change how many wins and losses you've got, and then when you refresh the league table like we're about to do right here, you can see we've gone all the way up into 3rd place. So we've gone from losing quite a lot of games to being unbeaten, and that was all done automatically by FIFA Live Editor. So if you're interested in doing that, make sure you get the newest update. There's so many ways that you can customize your career mode to be exactly what you want to do, and that's why modding is so powerful, and that's why it would be such a shame if EA was ever to get rid of this. But hopefully you've enjoyed watching these tutorials. If you've never used them, maybe you've learned something, or if you've never used modding, maybe it's inspired you to see some of the things that can be done. But thanks for watching, really do appreciate it. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Cheers and goodbye.